Hi, Jake with Diode Dynamics. Today in the garage, we're going to be replacing the factory halogen low beam bulbs on this 2015 Chevy Silverado with our SL1 LED replacements. Installation is plug and play and only takes a few minutes using basic hand tools. Let's get started. To get started on the driver's side, we're going to first pull off the factory dust cap. So you'll just turn counterclockwise. Then you reach inside, turn the factory headlight bulb counterclockwise, pull the bulb out, disconnect it from the harness and set it aside. Then you can plug in your Diode Dynamics SL1 replacement. Now, it should be noted that when you're installing the SL1, it will actually take a little bit of force to get the tabs inside the housing. Once they're inside, you can turn it clockwise to secure it. Once your SL1 is locked into the housing, you can go ahead and tuck the driver inside the housing and then reinstall the factory dust cap. To remove the factory low beam on the passenger side, we're going to pull out 1, 2, and 3 plastic rivets using a plastic trim removal tool or a flathead screwdriver. Then, using a 10mm socket, we're going to remove this little bar right here to give us access to the airbox, which does have to be removed to take out that stock low beam bulb. Once we've got our 3 plastic rivets and our 10mm bolts out of the way, we're going to remove the factory airbox. First step is going to be to disconnect the mass airflow sensor. So simply pull up on the red tab and then push the tab in, set that to the side. Then, using a flathead screwdriver, you're going to disconnect the factory airbox hose. With the air hose disconnected, you're actually going to pull up on the inside of the airbox to release the 2 push tabs on the bottom. Then there's a third tab which actually requires you to slide the airbox down towards the engine and then pull up. Now be careful when doing this, you're going to want to push the 2 coolant lines down and lift the airbox up over them, as these actually cannot stretch. With the airbox out of the way, there's 2 more plastic rivets to remove, again using a plastic trim removal tool or a flathead screwdriver. One on the right and then one on the left. With the 2 plastic rivets out of the way, turn that factory dust cap counterclockwise. Just like we did on the driver's side, turn that factory bulb counterclockwise and pull it out from the housing. Press down on the factory harness to disconnect it. Again, you're going to want to push down on the bulb a little bit to get the tabs in place, and then you can turn it clockwise to secure it. And then we'll connect our H11 size SL1 LED replacement. All right, with our SL1 installed, we're going to reinstall that factory dust cap. Then we'll re-secure the factory dust cover using the 2 plastic push rivets we removed earlier. With the factory dust cover re-secured, you can reinstall the airbox, reconnect the factory airbox hose, reconnect the mass airflow sensor, and then finally reinsert the 3 plastic rivets to the radiator cover and the 2 10mm bolts on the support bar. And then our installation is complete. With our SL1 LED low beam bulbs installed, you'll not only have a far more modern look that matches the styling of the newer Silverados, but a dramatic increase in usable light output. In fact, when we installed these, we went from 383 measured lux with the factory low beam bulbs to 945 measured lux with our SL1s. That is a huge increase over stock and will definitely be very noticeable when driving at night. For more information on the SL1 LED bulbs, visit our website, the link is down below, or use our dealer locator tool to find a dealer near you. Thanks for watching.